In about a couple minutes.
That's literally what it is. In your document. I did bring it up.
Cross-legged on the shirt.
Kind of. I think he's out of jail. He's like actually homeless. He's like homeless and schizophrenic.
So the government. Yeah.
Basically. Oh, I mean, I guess as much as you can. Who needs it's not a thing that you just feel like I probably won't do next year, but no, I'm down to come again, but definitely can't be every year. Every year I'm doing Gen Con's gonna have like a big deal, and I do this was so
Can you guys hear us? Thank you very much for coming out. WayForward's 5th. We've been doing this for a while. Yeah, coming up on 5 years of Anime Expo shows. So thank you, everybody. Everything is fine to take photos of or video, whatever you want. Nothing's off limits, right? Okay, so let's get into it. So, WayForward, if anybody is new to our company, we've been around since 1990. We do lots of licensed games, original games. Some of our most popular titles are the Shantae series, Mighty Switch Force series, and a lot of interesting titles such as DuckTales Remastered. We recently did Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead, the Retro Realms games, Contra Operation Galuga, which is our second Contra game, Yara's Rising, Iga's Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and Advance Wars Remake 1+2 Reboot Camp from Nintendo Switch. And our games always kind of have classic sensibilities in terms of gameplay, beautiful art direction, animation, and compelling character story worlds. You'll always find those things in any good WayForward title. So today we have myself, Adam. We have Matt Bozon, the series director of Shantae.
Hi, Matt!
We have Tom Hewlett, game director, and James.
Hi, Tom!
Game director, and
Woo!
we may or may not have a special special guest. They're running late, but we'll see when we get to the end. And there's me, and I sometimes direct stuff too. All right, so we actually don't have that many titles we're publishing this year. We're working on a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out next year. But let's go through trailers of a couple of stuff that has recently come out from WayForward.
Who can trust? Cause I describe the game, searching for a better way. How easy it would be if I could hit rewind, erase our whole plan discard. How do I control this battle in my mind? Follow orders on my heart as we jet among the stars. As we jet among the stars.
Sigma Star Saga
Woo!
on Steam PC, Switch, PlayStation 5, and if you bought the retro cart from Limited Run Games on GBA as well. So this was a classic sci-fi adventure that Matt and I worked on 20 years ago at WayForward. Sigma Star Saga blended top-down RPG exploration with side-view shmup space shooting battles. And this version was updated. It was refined with an improved map, rebalanced gameplay, updated script, brand new vocal song, which you just heard from Megan McDuffie of River City Girls and Demon Dice. So on this one, Tom, you didn't work on this game, but you're very familiar with it. How would you describe this game to somebody that has never heard of it in terms of gameplay or style or tone?
Yeah, so, my voice coming through, I can't. Yes, we're good? Okay. This is like two genre games. You've got like a Zelda type overhead view, and then you've got the side-scrolling shooter, which is why I was attracted to it back in the day, before I worked here when you guys were making it. It reminds me of Guardian Legend on the NES a little bit. There you go. Yep. Which I think was the point.
Yeah, Matt always said that was a huge influence.
But back then, like there weren't a lot of side-scrolling shooters at the time, so I was excited to play for that reason. But now, I've been a little busy to play the new version, but I'm really excited about the rebalanced gameplay and stuff. So I'm assuming it's even better, so I can't wait to get back into it.
And Matt, of course, you designed and directed this. Why this one? I mean, we have a lot of games that, you know, are older titles or are out of print. Why was it worth bringing this one back in particular?
Yeah, let me see. Am I good here? Okay. Yeah, this one made a lot of sense because the timing was great. We had, you guys know about the Shantae Advance story from, right? So
Yep.
Mike Strege, the original programmer, he's the guy who wrote the engine for all our Game Boy Advance stuff. We got back together for the first time in about 20 years. So we just finished the Shantae Advance game, and while that one was in manufacturing, we were like, we're here. Do we want to crack something else open from that era? And I think Adam, you have some folks at Namco. We don't own this game anymore. This is owned by Namco.
Yeah, we had to relicense it.
Yeah, it's a very distant successor to Star HCM. What's the Bosconian? If you go back far enough, kind of in the Galaga family. So it's owned by Namco. But since we were there, we're like, yeah, we made it in the first place. Why don't we, we could actually legitimately go in and fix and finish this stuff. So yeah, and it was a well-loved game, but this was also in the days before updates. So I know there were a lot of things that fans found over 20 years that were like, hey, I'm sure it would be nice if it had this or that. So we just
Yeah, and I think especially like Shantae fans, if you know WayForward from Shantae, this is kind of one of the few other very large, very full adventures that feature Matt Bozon created characters, because most of what you worked on since has been pretty much Shantae related. This was kind of one of the last things you did where it was more of a license, more working for the publisher with an existing IP, although you did the spin on it. Now you mentioned Shantae. That's the other title that we've republished recently, or published recently. So here's the trailer for that.
Yeah.
Shantae game on Game Boy Color in 2002, this was the sequel that Matt was working on next, but it was never completed until now. Shantae Advanced Risky Revolution is the Lost Shantae game. It's finally been completed, and this enhanced version for PC and consoles includes HD portraits and UI and a 4-player battle mode. Matt, what was it like to return to a half-finished project from so long ago and actually finish it up?
Oh man, this was awesome. This was like the greatest thing ever.
Yay!
Aaron, you know so well. This is like one of those that it's like, I regret it. It's like, you rarely get to go back and fix something where you're like, I wish I had finished that thing, but it's just sat, for 20 years. So yeah, I feel good. It feels good to have this finally. I'm happy you guys can finally play this game because it's been just, it's not we're not kidding when we say it sat in a drawer. There was a ROM that sat in a drawer. It sat in a drawer for 20 years, incomplete, and we're like, whenever you guys play Risky's Revenge, that's your game number 2. This was our intended game number 2. We're like, it's basically lost media that's been found and completed. So awesome! I don't know. I'm just so happy. So happy.
Yeah! Thank you for completing that game.
You've worked with Matt on a lot of Shantae games, including the one that we're working on right now. What did you think of Shantae Advance?
Sure, I'll try to keep my big thoughts succinct here. So I played the first Game Boy Color Shantae as a fan back in college. It's what made me know WayForward in the first place. It's now 19 years at WayForward. In that time, I've had this incredible honor of learning WayForward design philosophy directly from Matt Bozon here, and working beside him on Risky Revenge, Pirate's Curse, and even our most recent 7th Shantae. And watching Matt closely and absorbing the craft is so much of the reason I design how I do. But playing Shantae Advanced Risky Revolution was the first time in almost 2 decades I got to experience playing Shantae the way all of you do as a fan. No idea what's around the corner. And here's the thing. I could still feel Matt's thinking, the WayForward philosophy in every single screen. The humor, the pacing, the way it respects the players. So the lessons I've spent my career embodying, they're all here, and I just got to enjoy them. So I started as a Shantae fan. Somewhere in the middle, I learned what it takes to create Shantae's world. And to be honest, for this one game, I got to be a fan again. It reminded me the delight these games bring. And that's the feeling we want to bring to you. It's always been for you.
Thank you. Oh yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo!
There's something going on with her hair.
Yeah.
Say any extra context you want to give on this?
No, just look at her weird hair.
Best upgrade.
I guess, yeah, I'll say a real quick.
Seriously, 3
yeah,
balls.
still in production, we've got a lot going on. We're working really hard. Maniacs. It just, we don't want to share any details yet. Please be patient. It'll be worth it.
Yes.
But yeah, last time we showed her with the pigtails or twin tails, this time with the triple braids. The hairstyle is a thing. It was something we wanted to do back on Super Nintendo, forever ago. Even before the first game was the hairstyle. So it's a thing. I don't know if those drawings are even out there on the internet or anything, but there are drawings of her with the different hairstyles. So we're finally doing it.
And you guys are saying this first before anybody else.
Oh yeah, this is. Yeah. Oh yeah, go for it. It's fine. Maybe we'll upload one later, but yeah, for now that's it. So
All right.
I look forward to it.
Thank you for the tease. All right, now we're heading to a town some of you might know.
Whoa! What is
With
it?
our old friend Godai, voiced by Jacksepticeye. He's going to tell you a little bit about River City.
Oh, hey there! Couldn't help but notice you checking out our quaint little town. Let me give you a tour. My name's Godai, and I know everyone in River City. We've got the usual high school ruffians, nice girls, mean girls, bruisers and brawlers, the very classy, and the no-cuts. Some friendly faces, and some
Oh, Bobo.
not so friendly ones. Civil servants, uncivil servants, some friendly types, nice guys, double dragons. Pretty sure these guys worked on the game. Of course, we've got our crime problems, but what town doesn't have its own Yakuza empire, right? Jeez, lady, take it down a notch, will you? Point is, in River City, there's a friend around every corner. And usually a couple of guys with baseball bats behind them. Or a sledgehammer, or a whip, or those tiger face guys, or the weird bear girl with the dice. You know, maybe it's better you just turn around and head back to where you came from. And seriously though, this place is pretty dangerous. River City Girls. Available now on PC, PlayStation 4, Switch, and Xbox One.
Thanks, Jack.
So thank you everybody for all your support with the River City Girls games. We have 4 releases so far. River City Girls 0, which is us porting the Super Famicom game that inspired the series. 1, 2, and most recently the DLC with the Double Dragon Brothers. All of that available on PC, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Bannon, River City Girls director, for people that don't know, how would you characterize this series as opposed to other brawlers? Because brawlers are very popular right now. How does this compare to some of the other brawlers on the market?
You don't just move left to right. You can, I mean, that sounds so simple, but it's like you can move up and down, you can go back and you can explore the entire city. So it's not just a classic arcade brawler is I start from the left and you go to the right. There's even moments in this where we start them off on the right and make them go to the left. Just to be like, this isn't your grandfather's beat 'em up. Yeah, other than that, it's supposed to be a RPG, big explorable world while there is beat 'em up stuff happening, but you're also upgrading your character and exploring and talking to new people.
Yeah, I remember when we worked on the first one, that was a big shock, was realizing, oh my gosh, this really is an RPG. There's so much character development that had to go into the game, but yeah, definitely check that out. And if you're
And
curious,
Adam, that's why I tell people, it's like, if you're not into beat 'em ups, cool, we got you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just a beat 'em up.
and if you're curious about this, if you've never tried it, now is the perfect time because River City Girls 2 is free today through July 9th on Epic Games Store. It's the free game of the week. So head to store.epicgames.com/freegames and you can download River City Girls 2 right now.
Beautiful.
On the topic of River City Girls, let's check out something that's pretty radical.
Oh yeah, Double Dragons, Billy and Jimmy, here we go.
That's me.
Hi, I'm Aaron. We just got sent the U2's Double Dragon plushies that are coming out or are available now, but we got the prototypes here, and they talk. It's awesome! They're Double Dragon. We got the voice of Double Dragon. That's the coolest thing in the world.
I've never been the voice of a plushie either. You can. We're not going to, but you can.
Billy Lee always loves a good mystery.
He's so rude.
I love it.
All right, thanks. I hope you enjoy them. I hope when you get them, you get them, and they're great.
Me too.
Oh, that's all right.
Available right now, literally launching this minute, the Double Dragon U2's talking plushie from WayForward and Arc System Works, our friend at U2's. These are totally radical Double Dragon Lee brothers. Each have 7 hilarious VO clips from Aaron and Danny, the Game Grumps. If you want to pre-order them, you can scan that code, and we'll also be handing out a little leaflet for that as well. But yeah, get them right now. They're running for 4 weeks, I believe, on U2s.com. Also, speaking of River City Girls, anybody who's played the game might know that we have kind of comic book style cutscenes. Now it's an actual comic book. So the motion comic pages have finally become a real comic. All 22 pages that we've illustrated so far in the River City Girls series have been printed into a standard sized River City Girls number 0, $5 comic book. You can grab a copy right now at the SCV Collectibles Show or at San Diego Comic-Con coming very soon. More info on that soon. And you might be saying, what is SCV Collectibles Show? I've never heard of that. SCV Collectibles Show is a partnership with WayForward, and WayForward has a store? Well, kinda. So we partnered with them in Valencia, California. If anybody's ever been to like Frankensons or collectible shows, it's one of those. And WayForward has a permanent booth there where every Friday through Sunday you can meet the creators. We'll do special events and signings occasionally with the directors. And it's the only place that you can pick up sold out WayForward limited run games for their original price. Whatever we have left, we're selling there. We're selling exclusive cards, and we'll be selling those River City Girls comic books. So if you feel like coming up to Valencia, check it out. All right, moving on.
God, you're. Oh. Oh.
And anybody who is a Crunchyroll subscriber at the Mega Fan or Ultimate tier, you might know that you're getting some free mobile games as part of your subscription service. There are currently 6 or 7 WayForward titles in the mix. We have adapted our games to mobile just for Crunchyroll. Right now you can play mobile versions of Shantae and the Seven Sirens, River City Girls 1 and 2, Spider Swords, Ruby Arrowfell, Dawn of the Monsters, plus a special announcement that we're about to make right now. Oh. Unless it doesn't work out.
Spooky. Uh-oh.
So here I am, stuck in a haunted house. Like a real one, apparently.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Filled with ghosts, creatures, traps, and who knows what. And everything's out to get me. Guess I'm finally the popular girl. I'm not going down without a fight.
Oh yeah. Yes. 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 I recognize this one. The love game.
Oh, why do these things have to be so gross?
Yes.
We are so excited to bring the mobile game created by WayForward, working with Amazon, Till Morning's Light, to Crunchyroll Game Vault. This game has been unavailable for almost a decade. It's one of my favorite titles we've ever worked on. It has elements of Silent Hill, Resident Evil, but also has that classic WayForward humor and charm. We're so excited for you guys to check this out. We're working on adapting it right now and getting it updated. And so coming soon to Crunchyroll Game Vault for you subscribers, Till Morning's Light. If you missed it the first time, I think you guys will really dig it. And any anime fans, you might have recognized the voice you just heard narrating. So let's go ahead and welcome our very special guest to the stage, Miss Stephanie Shea.
Yeah!
Stephanie has portrayed some of the biggest roles in anime and video games. She is Usagi in Sailor Moon, Orihime in Bleach, Hinata in Naruto, Nui in Kill la Kill, Mitsusha in Your Name, and my very favorite, Mamimi in Fully Cooley. Produced, directed, acclaimed English language recordings of films such as Tokyo Godfathers, Promare, Ernest and Celestine, My Life as a Zucchini, A Letter to Momo, Decorado, and Star Wars Visions. Thank you, Stephanie, for taking time and joining us. Good to see you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, what do you remember about recording TML or playing Erica? Do you remember anything specific about that, or do you think back and have any memories or kind of feelings toward that project?
Okay. I like video games. I'm not very good at them. So usually have to get someone else to play them. And then I call myself like a hardcore spectator, right? But this game was, it was really fun, and I actually played the whole game on my own. And it was weird because at the time I had roommates, and they were like, what is, they could not distinguish between myself just talking in the house and like hearing the game.
The character is constantly talking in the game.
Yes, she's like, must comment on every item. But it was a lot of fun. I also remember like going to Seattle when it came out.
We did some cool promotions for it. That was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm really excited.
And one of the things about this, as opposed to like a lot of the anime roles you did, is this is an original voice. You weren't redubbing something that existed. The performance started with you. How is it like doing an original performance like that versus doing like an English dub that's adapting from Japanese or another language?
You have a lot more freedom, and then I don't know if you can tell, it's not that far away from my natural speaking voice, which was nice because I do remember at the time I was doing like a lot of anime and like only anime, and so it was more heightened stuff, and it was very kind of just more bigger and a little bit more cartoony and animated. So I remember like at the time I hadn't really done as many games, and if I did, they were JRPGs, where the voices it's like that kind of thing. Or it's like nothing that's like really natural. So I remember at the time I was like, oh my gosh, I get to make it really like grounded and realistic and real. And the script is funny. Like Eric is funny, so.
Yeah, we actually once we cast you, I ended up rewriting a lot of the script because you brought such a much more funny version of her than I think initially we planned. And once we kind of heard your performance, it really kind of informed what Erica became. So we're so excited for you guys to check this out. It's one of my favorite WayForward games ever, obviously. I'm biased, and Stephanie just absolutely kills it in the role. So look forward till Morning's Light coming out soon. Initially on Crunchyroll Game Vault, and then we're going to bring it to PC and consoles as well.
Yeah!
So we're continuing the trend that we started last year, and with the WayForward collector cards, we've got a brand new one. Last year we started with Kabako, paying homage to Neon Genesis Evangelion. This year we are on card number 7, which is Adrian from Spider Soars doing his best motorcycle slide, nondescript, motorcycle slide. Do we have 2 volunteers? You guys want to pass this up? Yeah, sure.
Do I just randomly go?
Just row by row.
Okay, yeah, like everyone.
Yeah, everybody gets a holographic collector's card.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And then as far as additional WayForward stuff, like I said, we're working on a lot of secret stuff right now, but we've got a lot of great titles out there available. Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead Retro Realms is available now. All the River City Girls games, Yars Rising from Atari, Shantae and the Seven Sirens, Clock Tower, Contra Operation Galuga, Mummy Demastered, Dawn of Monsters, Spider Swords, so many great WayForward titles available on all your systems. Just head to wayforward.com for more info on those. All right, as we do in previous years, we're going to do some trivia now. So, if you know the answer, raise your hand. Wait to be called on.
Thank you very much.
The first correct answer for each question gets a free WayForward prize.
Go ahead.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, so Bannon and Matt, I'll lean on you guys. Look for a first hand up.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, so
Yeah.
question number, should we pick the prizes
I got
first or
one
take the
already.
prizes after? What do you guys think?
There you go. Here you go, guys.
After? All right, well, we'll be nice. We'll let you guys
I
pick.
already have
All
one.
right, first question.
Thank you again.
Which WayForward developed Game Boy Color game was released on June 2nd, 2002?
Resident Evil.
A fan favorite series.
Wait. I was just looking.
Yep. Black Glove.
Yeah, he said Shantae.
Shantae, that's correct. Come on up and get your prize.
Congratulations.
But when you walk up, you have to use tank controls.
All right, number 2. At the beginning of Sigma Star Saga DX, we briefly fly past a building featuring the name of what famous video game studio?
White hoodie over there.
Close enough, close enough. It was just Namco at the time. But yeah. All right, come and get your prize. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you want a prize, you grab any one of these games up here. All right. Number 3. Which of these has never been a Shantae transformation? Bat, mouse, frog, blobfish, snake, newt, or tinkerbat?
Ooh, I did not see.
Call it out, Matt.
Me? Yes. Yeah. I think you're first.
Blobfish? Yes.
Nope.
Oh.
Right in front? Yes.
Yep.
I want to say snake.
It was snake. Come get your
Yeah.
prize.
Very good. Excellent.
That was from Hoff, yeah. At number 4, Sonny Lee makes a cameo in River City Girls 2. What video game did Sonny first appear in?
Blue hat over there.
Is that Double Dragon?
Well, might have been more specific.
Double Dragon 2?
No.
We're going for gray hat here.
Double Dragon Neon?
Nope.
It was
Yep.
the Double Dragon, I think it was the Game Boy Color game. I'm blanking out on the title.
No.
No?
Hey,
Black shirt over here.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
It can't be Double Dragon 3.
Double Dragon 3.
Oh! Oh!
Next question. What extremely large object has been transformed into an intergalactic vessel in Lunark?
May I get this
Excellent
one?
choice.
Thank
That's
you.
the top one.
Oh, thank you.
It's something out in space, something big in space that you see over there. Yeah. The moon. Come get your prize.
Our neighbors.
Number 6. What is the name of one of the 3 relic hunters you must rescue in Shantae Advances Your Revolution? Any of their names? Cornelius Crust is correct, or Boris Holes, or Pepper Peck's McMahon Stash. Matt is a genius at naming characters. And our last question. What video game sequel are the characters attempting to buy at the start of River City Girls 2?
I get it, you didn't play my game.
It's the first half hour of the plot.
Way in the back on the left there.
What was that? Close.
Nobody
else. It is a sequel. Yep.
Final Fight 2?
No. Feel free to
Nope.
Google too.
Impossible. This game doesn't exist.
No. In the back again? Close.
Hey, let's give it to him.
All right. Close enough. Vampire Puncher 2.
Oh.
I think the point of River City Girls sequel is
River City.
Vampires do have faces, so you got it right.
Yes. All right, and that's pretty much it. So now, if you guys have any questions, raise your hand, and any of our talented directors or Stephanie are happy to answer anything you want. Yeah. Nope. All right, you guys want to follow somebody? Here.
So, how much truth is there to the story that Shantae was inspired by Aaron's ponytail video?
I've been corrected. Aaron, that's not true, is it? No, it's not true. That was my take. That is not true, though. Yeah, I have gone on record and said that, but kind of not so much. What? You came up with hair.
This is great. It's,
Yeah, I would- I would give
it's
it a
figurines,
base
but it has the
but
original
that was
soundtrack and a
expected.
bunch of stuff.
You came up with the hair just, all right, just because cool. Yeah, thank you.
Considering the sort of discrepancy
Thank you.
what advice would you guys give to younger game designers or game industry folk who want
Any of our directors, take
Sure.
what advice would we give to somebody wanting to get?
Yeah, seeing the fact that
Yeah.
depressing now.
Sure, yeah, the industry's in an unusual state, unprecedented even. What I would say is the best thing you can do is just start creating things and sharing them. Put yourself out there, just build and share it and just get it out there and be able to connect with people. Do game jams, any kind of thing where you can be social with other people. Those are a great way to just get started and get to know people and just learn, be self-taught and start building and just have a great sense of curiosity. I think it's a good first step.
I would also recommend reach out to the companies you love. I was a huge WayForward fanboy before I worked there. I would bug Matt online. I entered a poetry contest and won a copy of Shantae. That was a good poem. Yeah, it was a good poem. And so, yeah, we're all connected online. The companies you want to work for, start building a relationship with them. And basically, Matt and I kind of became chummy online, and then he realized, oh, you're a pixel animator. Come do pixel animation for us. So make those connections too.
Yay!
My follow-up really quick would be, are you trying to make games to get rich? Or are you trying to make games because they're fun and you want to share fun with people? So it's...
Yeah, the latter, obviously.
Yeah. So it's one of those things of like, yeah, even if the state isn't that great right now, it's like, but I still want to make a thing that I enjoy and other people might enjoy. And if it makes money, that's awesome. And can I use that money to go to make better and bigger things? Sure, but yeah, just go make them.
I was wondering, there's a Shantae game called Watch Quest.
Yes!
Yeah.
There's a Shantae game called Watch Quest there was a time.
Yes.
It's like for the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And a lot of people it's like considered like lost media.
It is, yeah, it's gone.
You don't really know what it is. So I was wondering if you had any,
Do we own that?
We do own it, real quick. Me and James made that game. So that was for Apple launch. So we got to go to the campus, work on, we're like, hey, this is going to be awesome for video games. Apple was like, we're like, really? You think people are going to play games on this? I thought they would, but that turned out to not be a very big market. Games. I grew up with them. I love Game Watches. So, but after a time, it just became like you had to update it to keep it going. But I think we have maybe one player, maybe. So it just got turned off. So it's still, I don't know. I mean,
It requires a pedometer, right?
It was a little like a Tamagotchi type of thing where it's like keep Shantae, send her on a mission, babysit her throughout the day, keep her fed. When she finds a dungeon, help her navigate, solve a puzzle, find equipment, stuff like that. Fight a monster occasionally. But it's really cute. It can come back someday. I think.
We'll look into it.
We still think very fondly.
We do love it, yeah. And it was cute. It had an original story. It was nice.
About in the red over there.
Yards Rising.
Woo! Thank you.
One of the things I know was there's a lot of references to like comic stuff. So did it all come from your mind and what you knew about the?
Yeah, we talked to James and I worked on that game and the script, and we talked to the guys at Atari and kind of pitched them on the idea of like a shared universe. So yeah, there's lots of little kind of mentions of those interconnected games. We also did the same when we did an Atari game about a decade prior with Centipede Infestation. There were little mentions of the Missile Command and who did we mention in Yours Rising, James?
There's the Missile Commander.
Yeah, and who else?
And Philip Ong. His name is Peon. There's quite a few. A lot of it just came from the fact that when we were creating Yours Rising, these are things that we're fans of too. We love it. And Atari being open to exploring just their entire IP catalog, we couldn't help but want to reference as much as possible because there's a lot of just great stuff.
We've got about 15 minutes until they kick us out of here. We're going to keep taking questions, but if you guys want anybody up here to sign something very orderly, you can come up and get some of your stuff. Yeah, everybody? You're okay with signing something? Okay, cool.
I guess.
But yeah, otherwise we'll keep answering questions.
I guess I'll have them sign this.
We're still working on that one and kind of figuring out what we want to do.
It's okay.
But yeah, that one's still in development, and hopefully that would be kind of the first game from WayForward, original game, where it's a full-on 3D action platformer in the vein of a Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter.
So hopefully, I'm hoping that sometime maybe in 2027 we'll have an update.
What happened?
Nothing.
What is this regarding?
What? Oh yeah, no, we're always interested. I mean, it's, you know, again, just make those connections, talk to people, reach out to the companies that you like. If you like WayForward, start finding us on social media. And if you have a skill within the games industry, you know, eventually you can make that into a career. We're always looking for talent. Well, you have the glasses on, so yeah. But yeah, we're not specifically hiring for specific positions, but we're always open to people. Sitting down, yeah.
Given other recent, very recent announcements in the industry, are you planning on continuing to work with Limited Run for physical releases for your games as long as possible?
Oh yeah, no, we love Limited Run. We are always talking with them, even though Josh is no longer there. We're always talking with JP and the folks over there. I meet up with them at all the trade shows, and we've got some stuff potentially brewing that they'll be doing the physicals on. And we also want to have more partners. I mean, we have friends at Serenity Forge, Fan Gamer, I Am 8-Bit. I mean, I would love to see physical WayForward releases from just about everybody.
You guys helped develop Clock Tower Rewind. I was just wondering, is there any possibility of you developing something for the sequel, like a rebooted version, the one that came out on the PS1?
We talked about that. I think for WayForward, we were only going to do the very first one because for us, that's the interesting story. Is like, oh, this is the first console horror game in that series. I think Limited Run is maybe interested in doing the other ones, but we probably wouldn't do those. We really wanted to do the first one. So as far as like a Port Plus style release like we did with River City Zero and then Clock Tower, I think we want to do more of those, but we're probably done with Clock Tower. As far as the microphone, yeah, if you just want to go to anybody with their hand up.
Hi, my name's Josh. I'm the treasurer for the Video Game Development Club at UCSD. My question is, for somebody who's been doing game jams for a while and hasn't built a portfolio, what is the next step you recommend them to take to just keep doing game jams? For somebody who wants to do it as a career, because I feel like a lot of my peers at this point, they have this portfolio, they want to work for a studio, but they're kind of aimless in what to actually do from that point.
Yeah, I think if you have provable stuff you've made, even if it's small games, but you have completed products, then just start connecting with the companies online that you want to work with or that you'd be interested in. Potentially, you know, maybe you have something big that needs a publisher. I would just start making those connections. I like the guys mentioned, like the first piece, it sounds like you're already well on your way on, which is getting a finished product, getting your voice out there in terms of a game. Now you just need to make connections with the companies, and again, that's exactly, I've been working here for 20 years, that's how I did it, is I just kept bugging them at every opportunity until Matt is like, okay, fine, you can come work for it.
Yeah, it might even help too, like, if you know, sometimes the process of making something on your own, like independently, is figuring out what part of the production that you kind of want to specialize in. Sometimes you learn, you're like, oh, I thought I was into art, turns out I really enjoy programming. Some places, the bigger, like I feel like the bigger ones, sorry, not close enough. Some of the bigger ones are more like, well, we're just hiring specifically this one role, and if you're like, well, I can kind of do everything, sometimes that sounds really good to small indie places, like independent studios like us. But to bigger places, they might go, oh, well, we're only hiring for this one very specific thing. I have heard people who will have multiple portfolios, like, this is my programming portfolio, this is my game design portfolio, so that if you're kind of a jack of all trades, you can still apply and look like you're focused on one thing. That can be helpful. So that's kind of my, I guess, 2 cents on it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
And then also, for people that are getting signed, if you are not getting everybody to sign, you can jump ahead. You can go straight to Tom or straight to Matt, whatever you need, as long as you guys keep it organized.
Beautiful.
Adam Tierney.
I played the Ruby Airflow game. Do you think you guys will ever do another Ruby game or have a DLC for the game?
We would love to. Working with Carrie Shawcross and that team was great. Matt and James especially worked really extensively on the plot. So we would love to do more, and we have a really good relationship with Viz, and we've talked about the possibility of doing more stuff. So there's nothing currently planned, but we're definitely open to it if they want to.
Hey Adam. Adam, take a look at this amazing poster somebody had made.
This is John Dynami.
This is a gift. This isn't even something he wants us to sign. It's a gift.
Oh, beautiful.
That's gorgeous, actually.
Oh, that's badass. Woo! Yeah, the DS game. Congratulations.
Frame it.
Yeah. Oh,
So on the video game development side, when you guys
Can you speak up a little bit? It's kind of hard to hear.
Oh, sorry. On the video game development side of production, you guys, when putting a game together, think or consider the speedrunning community as far as like skips and edge clipping, out of bounds, and stuff like that in the process, or is it more of like you see it happen after the fact and are kind of like, oh, they found that?
I have actually added things in specifically for speedrunners. There's, I think it was called like the bunny shoes, or forget what exactly I called it, but that was for like, let's see what speedrunners can do with this. But I did see some speedrunners break the first River City Girls game so badly that I was like, ooh, I've got to actually work on this, because they skipped whole like story sequences and stuff just by using those and jumping over stuff. I was like, well, I don't want them jumping over dialogue. So yeah, we incorporate that stuff.
All right, next question.
Hello there.
Hello, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Test. For all the games that you have produced, what is the
Guys, all right. Everybody who's not asking the question, please quiet down so we can hear.
Oh, sorry.
For all the games that you have produced, what is something that you regret? Not in which you regret not making it to the
Hold
final
on, guys. Hey, everybody over here. We can't hear the question, okay? All right, speak up quite a bit.
For all the games that you have produced, what is something that you regret? Not in which you regret not making it to the final game, but things you regret adding and wishing you could go back to fix or just remove
Any of our
entirely.
directors, something that you wish you could have fixed or wish you could change in a game?
That happens every single game. It was a game, Vitamin Connection, and we had a feature we planned where it could read the colors of your Joy-Con and change the color of the player characters. And we just ran out of time. We couldn't do it, and it bugs me to this day we couldn't do it. But that's game development, and you pour your misgivings into the next one.
If you want to queue up the next question.
Okay, yeah, My Switch Force 3, please.
Noted.
We are gonna do more Mighty Switch Force. We're always talking about that for sure.
Yes! Let's do it!
Hi. Quick question. Was there any direct inspiration for the creation of Squid Baron?
Matt, was there any direct inspiration for the creation of Squid Baron?
In the inclusion?
Well, a little, I mean, there's a little bit of an homage to the Brodius games in there. There's always
I'm gonna get this.
But other than that, no, just.
Oh, interesting.
Just a made up goofy thing, but, you know, I'm very aware of those characters. You know what I'm talking about. He's in the Crazy Racers Konami game. Yeah. I forgot his actual name, but. Thank you.
Dakosuke, Konami Squid, and Brodius. All right, next question.
I was wondering what kind of software you guys use to make your UI, and what you learn, or who would be a good person to take lessons from to learn your UI.
I mean, I love doing UI stuff myself, even though I was a game director. I work in Photoshop. Our primary UI team, I think they mostly work in Photoshop. They'll also do motion graphics and programs like After Effects and stuff like that. A lot of people, though, in the last decade have started switching, especially with the subscription services from Photoshop to Clip Studio. So I would highly recommend checking out Clip Studio. It's great, or Photoshop if you're more familiar with it. Most of our UI folks, I think, unless anyone has any other ideas, most of our UI folks primarily work on those, right?
Our lead UI does use Photoshop, so yeah.
As far as who to learn from, I would say Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Super Smash Bros., has incredible UI sense, plays games, and looks very closely at the UI.
Thank you
Also,
very
the-
much.
the Persona
I was
games
gonna
are
say
also
Persona.
fantastic.
Adam took it from me. Persona.
Persona's great too.
All right, next question.
Oh,
Hey, James. James, when are you going to be doing Vitamin Connection 2?
I would love to. You know what? Just keep bugging us about it until the company president signs it.
Don't worry, I will. Repeatedly.
Get a lot of people to buy Vitamin Connection too. There you go.
All right, we got about 3 more minutes. Let's try and fit in a few more questions.
Hello. So I'm still trying to figure out how to answer this or ask this question myself, but in light of the recent news with Sony getting rid of physical releases of games in 2028, I don't know if that would affect your company at all in terms of like releasing games on storefront, or you
Sorry.
have some.
It's pretty noisy
It's
over here.
great
Can you
to
say
see
one more
you
time?
guys.
Be as loud as possible.
So I'm still trying to figure out how to ask this question in terms of
Thank
the
you.
recent news of Sony
Oh,
discontinuing physical releases of games.
I don't mind you signing the back of it in case you run out of space.
Personally, in
The-
terms of
like the
digital stores.
inside.
Yeah, I mean, as far as WayForward, we are a
Hey
digital
Tom,
publisher. We've never
I hope you're doing
published
pretty good right
physically,
now.
so it's gonna
I'm
affect
happy
us
that you're
less and
still
more
able to
so
work
affect
at
our relationships
WayForward.
with the great places like
You did good
Limited
with the
Run
Silent Hill games.
or Fangamer, or Serenity Fort, stuff like that.
So,
I
here
mean, we
you
love
go.
doing both.
You can sign.
Most of our
you can,
focus
if
is
there's
on
no
digital,
space for you
but we
here,
especially love doing
you
physical,
could do
where
it
we do these
inside here
awesome
too.
collector's editions.
I
So
don't-
I don't know.
I don't know,
We'll
I
see
just-
what the future holds, but as
Thank
long
you
as
guys
people
for
are buying
signing
some
also.
kind of physical.
I also
version
love
of
your
the
Shantae
game,
shirt.
we'll keep
Thank
working
you
to
for
make it.
noticing. I
Right, next
appreciate
question.
Yeah, I love this panel.
I'm sure you can agree that story is
okay.
just as important as to
Thank you,
gameplay.
Tom.
Has there ever
I
been
wish
any
you the very
moments
best of
in
luck
any
in your
of your
future, and
titles
maybe we'll
where
be able to
you
get
would say a
that
story
that
idea
Spider
would
Source
help,
sequel in the future.
create a part of
Thank
gameplay
you.
or vice versa?
For the directors, any situation you guys know where the story really informed what you did in the gameplay, or the gameplay really informed the story?
I love the figurines.
Oh. Yes. Trying to think. I mean, it happens so organically when you're developing. It's hard to think of specific examples. But can you think of anything in your game?
You could sign it in or out. If you don't have any space, you could sign it inside
Does
of it.
influence your gameplay or vice versa? Like.
Oh
ahead.
gosh, yeah, that happens all the time where
Thanks.
we'll
Thanks.
have a particular
Hello to me.
plot line or something like that, and we'll have
Thank
to
you
craft
again.
around it. So the story for Vitamin Connection, we had like a stage where we wanted to like put it inside of a TV. So all the gameplay
thank
for
you
that
for hosting
was like
again.
kind of in reference to the story that we started building already. It's usually we plan the gameplay first and build the story around it, but occasionally we know a story beat we want to hit, and it goes both ways. So yeah, it's entirely possible.
Sorry, but Steph, do you mind signing some of these?
Hi.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All right. Do we have any? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and this we'll get 2 more, and then we're basically done.
Hi, I have a question for Matt.
For me?
Hi, Matt.
I'm a fan, and I know that Udon publishes the Shantae swimsuit specials, and it lists you as the writer. I want to know how involved are you in the creative process for those, and who's your favorite character to draw?
And then let's queue up the last question.
So yeah, real quick, Aaron and I do those comics. Everything Shantae, I write it. So yeah, those are me. Those comics at the back, I also draw them, and then I have somebody else do the cleanup, so I get all the proofs. But yeah, favorite character to you know. I mean, all of them, I think Shantae really is the
Hi, Aaron.
expressive to draw with, so I guess that's, yeah, she's my favorite. And then the new, we haven't shown any stuff from the new one, but there is a full comic in the back of that issue as well. So this one's in number 3. Yeah, it's got an actual new story, and it's crazy. So I hope you like it. It's super weird. We'll share some more stuff soon.
All right, and the very last question.
I have a question
the industry. Where can someone who's done QA work in the past be able to look around within the industry to try to see about getting a new job at all? Because I have a friend that's trying to
get her as well.
Yeah, I think probably I would just recommend if you're looking for QA work, just hit up companies on social media. Just say, hey, this is what I'm interested in, or this is what I've got some experience in. Is there somebody I can email? A lot of times companies will have a specific email for routing people into specific positions. But yeah, I would say, and QA especially, a lot of that needs to be done on site because you're dealing with the hardware. So look at the developers and especially the publishers that are near where you live that you could get on site if they're all on site for the QA, and then just start hitting people up.
Adam, can I do a follow-up to that?
Absolutely.
If you go onto Google and you just search QA job, it will give you a set of alerts. It will automatically send you every single day alerts for that thing you're looking for. So you'll just see something in your email going like QA, this company, this company. That's a really quick, easy way.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming out, and have a great Anime Expo.
Woo! Thanks for coming! And thanks you again, Aaron. Oh yeah. And gotta stop.